from small, lightly armored scouts to heavily armed eight-wheeled monsters. Armored cars played a crucial but often overlooked role in World War II. Some were fast and ingenious. Others were doomed by poor design or overwhelming firepower. Today, we are breaking down every major armored car used in World War II, from the famous to the forgotten, across every major nation. Let's begin with the pioneers of early war reconnaissance. Early war light armored cars. Daimler Dingo, British scout car, built for fast battlefield reconnaissance. It entered service in 1939 and remained in use throughout the war. Its four-wheel steering gave it extraordinary maneuverability. Small, fast, and hard to hit, it became one of the most successful scout cars ever built. Humber Light Reconnaissance Car, United Kingdom, designed for patrol and liaison duties. Widely used in North Africa and Europe. Light armor and compact design favored speed over protection. Reliable, but vulnerable in direct combat. BA-10, Soviet Union, built for reconnaissance and infantry support. Saw extensive use during the early Eastern Front fighting. Mounted a 45mm tank gun on a truck-based chassis. Powerful for its size, but extremely vulnerable off-road. BA-20, Soviet Union, intended as a light reconnaissance vehicle. Used primarily before and during the early Barbarossa period. Thin armor and a single machine gun defined its combat role. Outclassed almost immediately once real fighting began. See Keke AFIS 221. Germany, designed as Germany's early reconnaissance vehicle. Deployed during the invasions of Poland and France. Armed with a machine gun and angled armor. Light and agile, but quickly outmatched. Sti KFZ 222. Germany, an improved version of the 221, saw widespread service on all fronts, mounted a 20mm autocannon in an open turret, fast and deadly against infantry, but vulnerable to air attack. Humber Armoured Car, United Kingdom. The most widely produced British armoured car, used across Africa, Italy, and Northwest Europe, equipped with a 2-pounder or 6-pounder gun. Sturdy and dependable under extreme conditions. M8 Greyhound, United States, developed for cavalry reconnaissance. Saw extensive action in Europe after D-Day. Mounted a 37mm gun on a 6-high-leg chassis. Fast and deadly against infantry, but poor against tanks. Heavy 8-wheeled armoured cars. KFs 231. Germany, designed for deep penetration reconnaissance, used extensively in early war campaigns. 8-wheel drive provided excellent off-road mobility, highly effective but extremely expensive to maintain. AEC Armoured Car, United Kingdom, built on a Matador truck chassis, used mainly in Europe during later campaigns. Carried a 75mm gun, normally found on tanks. So heavily armed, it resembled a wheeled tank. BA-64, Soviet Union. A light 4-wheel armoured car, used for scouting and command duties, based on a civilian Jeep chassis. Small, cheap, and easy to mass produce. Axis alloys and minor powers. Autoblinder, AB-41, Italy. Italy's most successful armoured car design. Saw heavy use across North Africa and the Balkans. Mounted a 20mm autocannon. Fast, reliable, and extremely versatile in desert warfare. Lancia 100ZM, Italy. A World War I design still used in WWII, primarily served in colonial policing roles. Twin turrets gave it surprising firepower. Obsolete, yet stubbornly persistent. Type 92 Chiyoda, Japan. Designed for operations in China and Southeast Asia. Used for reconnaissance and infantry support. Mounted machine guns with light armor protection. Effective against lightly equipped opponents. Type 93 Kokusen, Japan. An upgraded Japanese armoured car saw limited service in later campaigns, improved suspension and mobility, still no match for Allied armour. M3 Scout car, United States, designed as an open-topped reconnaissance vehicle, used by US, British and Soviet forces. Carried multiple machine guns on a fast-wheeled chassis. Versatile, but dangerously exposed to enemy fire. BA-64, Soviet Union. A light four-wheel armoured car, used for scouting and command duties, based on a civilian Jeep chassis. Small, cheap and easy to mass-produce. Armoured command and signal vehicles. WWII 263. Germany, dedicated radio and command vehicle, used to coordinate fast-moving armoured units. Large frame antenna made it instantly recognisable, vital for maintaining battlefield communication. M20 armoured utility car, United States. A turretless version of the M8 Greyhound, used for command and reconnaissance missions, carried radios, supplies, or command personnel. Highly adaptable in mobile warfare. Improvised and experimental designs. Autocannone de 90-53 on Lancia 3RO, Italy, a massive anti-aircraft gun mounted on a truck. Used as both air defense and tank destroyer. Extremely lethal when deployed correctly. Devastating, but disastrously unprotected. T-17E1 Staghound, United States, Britain. A heavy reconnaissance armoured car. Saw action mainly with British forces. Well armoured with twin machine gun turrets. Essentially a light-wheeled tank. StKKHD 234 Saw 4, Germany. A late-war hybrid armoured car and tank destroyer. Mounted a powerful 75mm anti-tank gun, designed as an emergency response to Allied armour, a terrifying weapon built from desperation. By the end of the war, armoured cars had evolved from lightly armoured scouts into heavily armed battlefield machines capable of confronting enemy armour directly. From early reconnaissance vehicles to eight-wheeled gun platforms and improvised mobile tank destroyers, these machines filled critical gaps across every front. Together, they reveal an often overlooked layer of World War II mobility, intelligence, and firepower. Subscribe for more deep dives into WWII history, and drop a comment below with your favourite armoured car from this list. And check the next video for even stranger machines of the war.